Hi, I'm Papa K. These are the same stories I tell my daughters. So find a comfy place and let's begin. Tonight's story: The Sky Music. It was a perfectly cozy golden afternoon in Acorn Grove. Pip the Squirrel was nestled safely inside her treehouse, which smelled like pine and dried leaves. She was busy sorting through her most precious treasures, a collection of smooth, river polished pebbles and acorns that rattled softly when she shook them. Everything was peaceful, and the only sound was the gentle rustle of leaves outside her window. Then the light in her room began to change. A deep, dark grey cloud rolled silently over the whispering woods, hiding the golden sun. Suddenly, a loud boom echoed through the trees, shaking the floor of Pip's home. Pip dived under her favorite heavy, soft blanket. Flash! A brilliant, bright light danced across the sky, turning Pip's room white for a heartbeat. Pip was very, very scared. To her ears, the thunder sounded like a giant growling in the distance, and the sudden bright light, it made her feel very tiny and wobbly. She squeezed her eyes shut, hoping the storm would just go away. A moment later, she heard a soft knock, knock, knock at her door. Pip, a calm, familiar voice called out. It was Felix the Fox. When she cracked the door open, Felix was standing there, looking up at the busy sky with a calm, curious smile. Pip, Felix said softly, the clouds are just putting on a show. Would you like to come to my lookout? It's the highest, safest place to see what the clouds are really doing. Pip hesitated. The thought of her leaving her blanket was scary, but she trusted Felix more than she was scared of the storm. She reached out a trembling paw, and together they hurried through the darkening woods to Felix's lookout in the tallest, strongest tree. When they reached the top, they were safe and dry under the wooden roof. Boom! The sky rumbled again. Pip squeezed her eyes shut, ready to hide. Felix whispered, his voice like a gentle breeze. Don't hide yet, Pip. Just listen. Pip took a deep breath and opened her eyes. Instead of a scary, hungry growl, she focused on the sound. It was deep, rhythmic, and steady, like a giant drum. Doom, doom. Then, that bright flash, it happened again. It wasn't just a harsh light, it was a sweeping golden spotlight that danced across the treetops below. That's the sky music, Felix explained, his eyes sparkling. The clouds are playing their drums, and the lightning is the light show for their big performance. They aren't trying to be scary, Pip. They're just being loud and wild and full of energy. Pip slowly peeked out from behind Felix. She saw the rhythm in the storm, and with that, she began to tap her tiny foot to the steady doom boom of the thunder. Tap, tap, tap. She wasn't hiding anymore. She was watching the magic. I think, I think I like the sky music, Pip whispered, her heart finally slowing down. I knew you would, Felix said, giving her paw a squeeze. Courage isn't about not being scared, Pip. Courage is about trying to look at things differently, even when you're a little afraid. You chose to be brave today, and that is the strongest magic of all. As the storm drifted away, the sky turned a soft golden color. Pip and Felix sat together, listening to the very last notes of the sky music, feeling safe, warm, and proud of their bravery. Up goes the blanket, Pip whispered to herself, tucking in for a well deserved nap. Every great adventure begins in Pamperland. And that's our story for today. Ask someone you love to follow Papa K's story time. So my stories are always just one tap away. Goodbye. The end.